Hey guys, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Now that we've talked to Tally, how much cash do we have? We still have 1.6k. Probably not enough for what Damon has. Okay, let's see what the Hellion's heart is about. I guess we can... Yeah, we need to bring Karlach to talk to him. Alright, let's do that then.
Always a pleasure.
Convenient, she's right here.
Copper for your thoughts.
Oh, she's got a lot of options. Come on, we're heading out.
Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Gale.
Now we're...
Okay.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
She lives in the city, right?
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baal sport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always... some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
That's kind of cool. And she's referencing the events of Baldur's Gate. I guess 1 and 2. Let's talk to Damon now.
Karlach, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, 2 things. Good news and bad news.
Let's hear the bad news.
Ew, no! Good news, please, my good man.
I only need 1 more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlach to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Let's let Damon speak. This sounds important.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlach, but there's no 2 ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good. This thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Go on, give him the iron. Let's make this happen.
Well. All right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
You feel so nice. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
We'll have to make the inevitable evitable then.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day!
I'm so happy for you, Karlach.
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
What about what Damon said about your engine? We need to get you back to Avernus or it's gonna blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now, or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
It wouldn't be forever. You could return just long enough for us to find some solution.
You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please.
Alright, Karlach, I'll leave it alone for now.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Glad you and Karlach are all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
Interesting materials? What do you mean?
I Hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand. There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Lord Helldusk armor. Lesser infernal retribution. When you're hit by a foe within 2 minutes, it might take 1 to 4 damage. Superior plate and it's heavy armor, so that's not bad.
Need anything?
I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it?
It's perfect. Really. Just a moment. I'll be able to work this one quickly. There you are. And be careful who you show.
Lord Helldusk helmet. Okay. +2 bonus to saving throws against spells.
Need anything?
I found this metal. Same thing.
Well, well, well. I knew I smelled something. And I know just what to do with it. One moment.
Lord Helldusk gloves, perfect. Your weapon attacks deal additional 1 to 4 fire damage. Your unarmed attacks, okay, and possibly inflict bleeding. That's quite nice.
Need anything?
I found some hellish masks. Can you make anything of these?
Using something that's already fabricated is tough, but I can try. How many do you have?
I can spare 2.
I thought I sniffed American scent somewhere. These must have been a pain to get a hold of. American masks are brittle, so what I make won't last as long as my usual pieces. There. Be careful who sees you using that. Might draw the wrong sort of eyes.
Orthon explosive. Okay. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's give Cloak of Protection over here to Shadowheart. Wondrous Gloves. I guess we can use Lord Helldusk gloves. Shadowheart is down to 6. Is it? Yeah, down to 16 dex. But I think that's fine because she has extra armor. Yep. Bow of the Banshee. Okay, I think we want to get rid of everyone's light sources.
Don't burn yourself.
I'm ready.
Yeah, she's now up to 22 AC, so that's quite nice. Gloves of Archery. And we are almost level 8. 7? Yeah, 7. Okay, now we need to move some of these things. Let's give it to Shadowheart.
On I go.
Alright, now we can have a chat with, I guess, Jaheira.
Don't wander far.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
My gods!
To your very good health.
To your very good health.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
It's trying to change me, to win me over, but I'm resisting its temptations.
And you're certain you will continue to resist?
We'll see.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
You can trust me.
Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Is he?
General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
What do you have in mind?
Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword. Together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Not sure what to pick. Ketheric's days are numbered, I'll make sure of it.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at moonrise.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Okay. Oh, Councillor Floric is here. Let's have a chat.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in.
Not yet.
I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash? I thought he was no more than a councillor.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Okay, apparently that's it.
The journey back to Baldur's Gate won't be easier, but your task here is harder still. Timora be with you.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. I never really told you the story of me and Gortash, did I? Let me set the stage. The year, Tenir. The place, a sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Gortash. I respected him so much at the time. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. I never found out what Gortash got in exchange. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick.
We'll make him answer for what he did to you as soon as we get to the city.
The city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Okay.
That's true. Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
That name he mentioned, Nathaniel, who is that?
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him.
Can he hear you?
You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me.
What's wrong with him?
A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even, who want to be seeing you.
I've never heard that tune. Might be an original composition.
Maybe he was a musician.
Search his body for any indication of a preferred instrument.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands, the kind only developed from decades of playing the lute.
Let me have a look at him.
If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Ugh, dang. That's a bummer.
You notice nothing that might indicate a prognosis.
Okay. Just got that one.
He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
Did you already check for personal effects?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
Flame collar, do you know where you are?
If he does, he isn't sane.
What's in his pocket? Looks official.
Okay, let's see. We met Art Color, we heard Councillor Floric talking. Okay. To obtain information about current activities in Moonrise Towers and its environs, headed by Ketheric Thorm of the region's ancestral Thorm family, signed by Duke Eltan. Take lodging in the Last Light Inn and begin investigation in the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. The region's Thorm family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumors indicate a Sharan enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate and report, okay. Alright, go to House of Healing. From memory, I think we should talk to Halson, so let's do that. See if we can find him. Shadowheart, Astarion, Volo, Withers, okay. Gale, Will, Halson.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
There's a flaming fist at last light. The curse has left him insensible, but he's muttering about a boy called Thaniel.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel.
Any ideas?
If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it.
There must be another way to lift the curse.
Without Thaniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't deserve you, my friend.
Okay.
Better not be cursed.
Potentially we can do something with the curse through art color. Murkon. All is playing chess with Raphael, which is a bit of a concern. Let's go back to Damon. I forgot to check if Damon had any gear that we can purchase just yet. He does have arrows. Sword of Life Stealing. Requires a crit, not ideal. Sword of Clutching Umbra. Shadow Soaked Blow, okay. That's pretty interesting. But probably not useful for me. Thorn Blade. While concentrating, your melee weapon deals an additional 1 to 4 damage, okay. breastplate +1. Okay. Padded +2. Proficiency with sword, long swords, and great swords. +1 bonus to melee attack rolls. Whenever you deal damage with this weapon, you get 2 turns of heat. Okay. Hand crossbow, darkfire short bow. That is quite handy. 3,255. I don't think I have enough cash for that. Chargebound warhammer. Okay. And I don't think I have the gear to sell to get that amount of cash for now, so I guess we'll have to wait.
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Okay, I guess it's kind of like time to leave, I suppose.
Need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
Let's go back to camp and pick up Gale again.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. You can be sure of that.
Alright.
How can I help?
Join me.
I'll be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook. Magical.
Alright. Let's...
Heading out without Isabel's blessing. Have you got a death wish?
I'll be fine without it.
I won't tell you your business, but I hope you're right.
Okay, let's do Song of Rest.
That helped.
Might have to put our torches back on.
What a day.
Or actually, I think I want to go to Rosymorn Monastery. Alright, there's a few things I want to do here, get some experience and a few more items that I want to get, especially one for Shadowheart, which will be really nice. So that's why we're coming up here. Let's head in through here.
In the dark.
Too drunk. It's not possible.
Alright, we need to cast Longstrider. Alright. And I think we can start taking on this fight here. Good.
Just like old times.
Right, let's shoot this guy.
Into the shadows. Gently.
Oh, we got out of line of sight just in time, maybe? Nope. We got busted. Alright. Enemy is surprised. Okay. Alright. Dread Ambusher. Good. We only get the invis once around, so that's fine. Oh, tried to hide in sight. Alright, that's fine.
Allow me to demonstrate. Let's have some fun. Let me recite their demise.
I guess we can walk forwards a little bit. Don't want to do that. Okay.
Can't slow down.
Let's go after this guy.
Cutting to the chase.
Oh, didn't quite take it out. Alright.
My faith will protect me. Onward.
I suppose we can just park ourselves in front. Let's restore a level 3 slot. Might as well.
Outmaneuver them.
Oh, there's a guy over here. Right, that's where he went. Very nice. Got to level up. Okay, where are all these enemies? There's one over there, one up there. I think this is fine. Yep, very nice. I guess we can try and hide. Yep. Okay. They'll probably spot us, but that's fine, I think. Gale doesn't have very many spell slots anymore. Can we get a better angle? No. Alright, that's fine. Let's hide. And let's see what happens here. Do they walk down or not? No, it doesn't look like it. That was nasty. Good hit. Not so good hit there. Okay.
Need to act fast.
No line of sight. Alright. That's a bit of a bummer. Let's see what these guys do now. Okay, they're just charging in. That's fine, I guess. Let's use melee. Good. And he's invis now. Alright, perfect.
Mistra Rill.
It's just these two left, so this is fine, I think.
These boots have seen everything.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that was kind of nasty.
Got to focus.
Okay. I guess we can turn on sharpshooter again. Or not. Fair enough.
Board is set.
Would have been nice if Astarion was the one to hit, not Gale. But it is what it is.
On my way.
Alright. Pretty cool miss, really. Okay.
I'm ready. No mercy.
This way.
Okay, let's see. Can we kill it? No. Apparently not. I guess we're just going to keep missing with Astarion, which is annoying.
On my way.
Got to concentrate.
Let's move Shadowheart back a little bit.
It's easy these days.
Okay, and we all got level ups, which is quite nice.
Best be on my way.
Shadowheart? What's going on?
What's next, I wonder? Onward.
Why the heck is she all the way over there? That's a bit bizarre.
Help, please.
So, I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it.
Okay, leave.
One day I'll catch a break.
Alright, I guess this is probably a good place to end the episode. We are going to make our way up the outside of Rosymorn Monastery, because there's some gear I want to pick up and some experience as well. Took a lot more damage than I wanted to, but that's because these guys kept blowing up, which is fine. But yeah, in the next episode we'll go through here, loot everything, and exit out the back to go upstairs and go from there. So thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.